Okay. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and good evening to all of you. My name is Nur Najiha binti Sabaruddin and it is a great pleasure to serve as your moderator in this panel discussion. First of all, I would like to thank all of the panelists for attending the discussion for today. Before we start, I would like to introduce our guest for tonight, Adam Ikhwan bin Muhammad Tahir, and he is taking Teaching English as a Second Language TESOL in IPG Campus Datuk Razali Ismail, Terengganu. So our issue for tonight is local study versus international study. So today's discussion aims to fulfill the e-learning task for MPU 3122 subject. Now, let's move to the questions. I heard that you had an experience living in the United Kingdom and had a chance to study there for 4 years. If you do not mind, may I know what studying abroad means?
Okay, all right. Thank you for the question. For me, studying abroad is a chance to pursue your studies in a foreign country. Students will attend lectures through their study abroad program, and participants typically live in a residence hall, apartment, or with any local family through a homestay. Some students enroll in an international program for a semester or a year, but others take the full plunge and earn their entire degrees in a different country.
Okay, thank you, Adam, for your answer. Since you have experience of studying abroad before, is it true that studying abroad is usually enjoyable? And what is the benefit of it?
Um, in my opinion, studying abroad is really enjoyable and gives you a lot of new experiences. While you study abroad, you won't be restricted to traveling just inside the country in which you enrolled. Rather, you'll be able to visit the nations that are in close proximity to it as well. Students who spend time learning in a different culture have the ability to be more proactive problem solvers and have less anxiety when confronted with novel circumstances. Open-mindedness may also be developed by studying alongside individuals who come from a variety of different backgrounds. Um, Other than that, being a global citizen could also teach you a lot of things, and learning to be independent is definitely the best lesson. Surviving in a new place and getting accustomed to a different lifestyle makes you independent, self-reliant, and focused on achieving your academic purposes and objectives. There's a possibility for you to get a culture shock in a new place. And because of studying abroad, it requires you being far away from your family and home. And you may also experience homesickness, and this is normal. However, if this emotion is allowed to fester without being addressed, it has the potential to snowball into something more serious, such as depression. So you need to stay away from your familiar places. Requires you to be more independent in the future. And it is a good uh, way of you to be more independent. Also, when it comes to career opportunities, an international degree has a better weightage, owing to the quality of your specialization and the work skills gained while studying abroad. It's likely true that most people say that there are more job opportunities when you study outside of the country, because you will bring with you a fresh understanding of culture, improved language skills, a higher level of education, and an eagerness to absorb new information. It goes without saying that all of these things are highly anticipating and anticipating to potential employers in the future.
Thank you, Adam, for the answer. Um, I'm considering study abroad, but I'm worried about the cost. Is it really worth the investment?
Um, as you just said in the question, investment. So studying is actually a good investment for your future, and it's understandable to concern about the cost, but it is important to also consider about the long-term benefits that you will gain from the international studies. But you don't have to worry about the cost of living outside of the country, because there are many universities and programs that offer you scholarships, grants, or financial aids to help students offset the cost of the studying abroad. You can also explore options such as exchange programs, which allow you to study abroad for a shorter period and at a lower cost. It's also worth considering the potential return or investment of studying abroad. Although the upfront costs might be higher from studying inside of the country, but the skills that you gain and the experience that you gain from international study can lead to a higher wages, better job opportunities, and personal growth that can last a lifetime. Therefore, studying abroad is very worthwhile to further your education, because you will gain the experience and not have to worry about the cost of living, because there will be many assistance programs or scholarships that you can use to go there.
I think that studying abroad or local both have their advantage and disadvantage. So, what do you think are the disadvantages of studying abroad?
Well, um, there are pros and cons of studying abroad and also studying in your own home country as well. But in my opinion, the disadvantages of studying abroad is that you may experience reverse culture shock, because returning to your home country after adapting a while to your study abroad destination can be a little tricky. You change while living abroad, and so does your homeland. This makes it difficult for you to readjust to your surroundings once you return to your country. Other factors like food, medical expenses, travel expenses, and homesickness should be considered if you are planning to study abroad. Keeping aside the disadvantages of studying abroad, it has its own merits. Studying abroad makes you more independent and is definitely an invaluable experience that you can't buy.
Thank you, Adam, for your explanation.
So, as a conclusion, everyone has a plan of their own when it comes to planning their further. There is no denying the fact that education will not be missed out in the planning process. After completing their secondary education, students will have to go for tertiary studies. Most of them will have a dilemma when it comes to choose between studying locally or overseas. There are pros and cons in both choice. Therefore, students have to think carefully before deciding what's the best for them. So I would like to thank you for I would like to say thank you for spending your time today.
All right, thank you.